What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 5. Gonna change it up a little bit this time. As you may know, my son is also my photographer, and a lot of times he actually has a lot to say, but I've never really been able to include that in there because he didn't have a mic. I had a mic and he didn't. So we now have 2 mics. My son is wired and ready. And let me introduce you to my photographer, my son. This is Bryce.
Hello, everyone.
So as we do this new format, please make some comments. Let me know if he's any good, if he makes it interesting. If not, well, I hate to say it, this might be your first and your last episode.
Cut already?
You're in control. Let me know. Whoa!
Whoa, what?
Ha!
What?
Ha!
What?
You need to film this. Hurry up.
I'm coming.
Whoa.
This is unacceptable.
All right, guys. You have to see this.
What am I looking at?
So, I saw something that looked like maybe a necklace or something, because I saw what looked like a rope and then something at the end.
I'm scared.
Yeah, that was no necklace.
What was it?
Hopefully you can see, because I can't really see it in the frame.
What is it?
It's a snake.
Oh, how big?
Medium.
Uh-uh.
It's not a baby one.
Uh-uh. I'm never coming down. This is my home now. Big chillin'.
Can you guys see it?
Where? I can't see it. Where did it go? Did it move?
Okay, there's the body of it.
Oh, no.
I don't know what that thing is that I thought was like a pendant.
Where is it?
I think it's what the snake was eating. Yeah, it's a fish. You guys see that?
It's huge.
I tried to grab that. All right, guys, I got a slamming signal. I gotta dig here. Now, one of my friends requested that I do a little bit of tutorial. I promise those of you who already know how to do this, it'll be brief. But VID, that's the numbers. So that helps you discriminate what kind and shape and size the object is. Essentially, the really low, deep, grunty numbers are iron. The higher the number, they call it non-ferrous. It's basically the non-iron stuff. So typically your coins and valuables all ring up high. This property, I don't get anything hardly over 18. So this is either modern or something pretty cool. We're gonna find out. Okay, guys, so the pinpointer is exactly what the name says it is. It's just to help you find it. It's really cool when you have soft dirt like this, because before you dig, you can just keep pushing it down and really pinpoint so you don't waste all your time digging in the wrong spot. It gives you an idea of the size too. So we got it right there, fairly deep. All right, so we got it out. Okay, let's see what we got, guys. I mean, it's ring shaped. I want to get excited. It's about the right size. We might just have a ring, guys. Let me hit it with a little bit of the pee-pee juice here. I'm gonna have to really clean this up and look for any kind of a back mark. But looking at the size, even though it's smashed, I'm gonna say until I prove otherwise that that's a ring, guys. And I found rings before, but never anything old. So you could call this a first. Certainly out in this property, be the first jewelry I found. All right, I'm excited. That's super cool. All right, guys, this one was about a 16. It was a pretty tight signal. And what I mean by that is the numbers didn't jump too much. So that's usually a good sign. I don't know what we got. It doesn't look like modern trash. Definitely on the right path
It's
here.
old trash.
Yeah, old trash. Do you know what we call old trash? That's a
What?
treasure. or an artifact, right?
Technically.
What does this call for, Bryce?
The pee-pee juice.
Yes, sir. Pee-pee juice.
Did you just spray my shoes?
Probably. That's no charge.
Uh,
Huh. So, I don't know.
it looks like a face.
You guys out there know? Anyone? Ideas? Shoot me a comment. Tell me what you think it is. Really don't know.
It's shocked.
Maybe by the end of the episode I'll try and figure something out, but my early opinion is I don't know. All right.
Let me see.
Careful, the ring wants to fall off.
Tell me this doesn't look like a face. It looks like a hazmat suit face.
All right, so I'm detecting in 50 tones. You got 2 tones, 5 tones, 50 tones. If you really want to learn how things are just by listening, you want the higher tones because there's a lot more nuance to it. If you listen to this, best way to describe it is it's just not super crisp. The tone has different aspects to it, different highs and lows. So it's not what we call a great signal. It means it's more likely to be trash, to have a mixture of different types of metals and odd shape. But we can't be too picky. I don't get hardly any perfect signals here. So the range is good, 16, 18, 19 even. That's borderline coin, more likely to be trash, but it could be a button, even a shotgun head stamp. So let's see what we got. You always want to start with your sensitivity as high as possible on the pinpointer, especially a shallow target. You can really pinpoint exactly where it is before you dig. But as you get closer, if you just touch the button when you're getting close, it reduces that sensitivity and it really helps you to zero in. Like right now, I probably haven't dug quite deep enough because as soon as I reduced the sensitivity, it went completely away. So, and then another trick I've shown in videos is drop your dirt on your detector and then you know right away. Oh shoot, this might be something that you might say is on my bucket list. Now, only if you're really into detecting and artifacts would you find it cool. I think this might be a toe tap. Just from the size, I'd have to clean it though to really be sure. If it is, it's definitely old and it's something I've never dug. So it'd be exciting. I'm not sure that's what it is though. I'll know because I'll have holes in it. So, by the way, a toe tap is something they would nail into the tip of their shoe because they weren't as wasteful as we are today. They would get every little bit of life out of their shoes, and it would just make them get a little more life out of it, make it last a little longer. Now, I'm not seeing the holes. The pee-pee juice. Oh, you know what? Those little bumps I was starting to think was a feature. I think those might be nail holes. Yeah, because you can see they stick up on the backside. I'm pretty sure that's my first toe tap. If any of you are into this type of thing, into metal detecting, give me a comment. You think that's what I got? Is that a toe tap? It sure seems like the right size, right shape. Cool. I'm excited. And I just can't hide it.
I think I like it.
Okay, I had to let you guys hear this. I got my headphones against the microphone, so hopefully it comes through. but I just don't get this signal here. That is a penny signal. Anywhere where you find coins, that's a penny signal. So might have some modern coins here. I never find coins modern or otherwise here. I found, I think, 3, but we got to give it a shot. That's just too good. Okay, well, it is not a coin.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. But it's something I want to dig. It looks old. Let's start there. So it's round.
You found it in the ground.
It was upside down. So one thing I'm learning that is just an early indicator that it's old is it's always made out of copper or brass. You don't see that nowadays. I mean, not that they don't use them, but especially copper. Copper's too valuable. They're only going to make something that really needs to be made out of copper. I'm finding that they made everything out of copper back then. You can see this is already shining up pretty good. Now this one has lines, but it's not threaded. I'm going to need you guys' help here. Okay, so it does look, trying to decide if those are threads or just lines. Those are threads. So inside there are threads. Now that doesn't in itself mean that it's not old. I mean, it could at least be 100, 150 years old. So, but what on earth is that? Maybe a piece of a lantern? All right, so I just found this. It's obviously made out of iron. I have no idea what it is, but it's a different enough shape that this might be worth the time to clean it with some electrolysis. And maybe I'll let you see my process. I've been kind of trying to perfect it because what electrolysis does is anything that's in the tank, whatever you're using to connect it, the wire, the connectors, it tends to mess it up, disintegrate it. So I wanted to create some that are maybe will last a little bit longer, but then if they fail, I got a whole bunch of them where I can do it quick. So probably try and do a little more of it. I was finally able to put a little science to my detecting that actually worked. There's kind of a ravine. Okay, so I just thought, water's going to be carrying it down and it's going to condense objects from a wide range into one small area. So I detected it and I did find something. All right, so this is almost in situ. Yes, that's a real word. I had to look it up because I heard other people use it. It just basically means in the exact spot it was when you found it. So I flipped it up and it was right there. And it's green, so it jumped out at me. And it looks pretty cool to me. So let's see. With that little knob there, you'd ordinarily think lantern. But if it is, it's a different kind because it doesn't have a wide slot for a wick. It's got a hole. Oh wow, that is cool, guys. Gosh, I don't know if that's going to come through on the video, but you can actually see the gear in there still. Hopefully it's light enough you can see that. Let's see. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty intact. Now I know on lanterns, a lot of times you'll find information on the edge of the handle. And you know what? I think there's writing. All right, so we're gonna whip out the specialty tools. So this would be the pee-pee pick. But you'll probably be able to read it before me. Our eyes just aren't that good. So if you can read it before me, it'd be great if you'd make a comment. Really like to get more comments from you guys. Know what you like, what you don't like. I mean, I don't mind if you tell me something that you don't like. I think it's boring. Whatever. Just give me some kind of comment. I like the feedback. I find as it dries up, there's like this sweet spot where you can read it. Not when it's wet, it might be too wet yet. And there's also a sweet spot with cleaning. You clean it too much, and even if you don't take the metal off, sometimes you need the patina for the contrast to make the stuff out. So there's a real sweet spot when it comes to cleaning, and sometimes I go too far. Let's see. So hopefully you guys can make something out here. I actually can't see the picture at all. I don't know what I'm showing you at this point. I mean, let me know if you can actually see this. If you are making it out in the video, so far all I've been able to really make out is Miller. So if you can make anything else out, you got it before me. Make a comment. And now that inner ring looks like ONN, so it wouldn't be like on and off. I don't know. I'm not giving up, but that's all I'm doing out here in the field. All right, so I already dug it up, guys. I apologize. I didn't bring you with me. Um, it didn't seem like that good a signal. I thought it was gonna be garbage, but I think it's a ring. I think it's something good.
Oh. A ring?
I mean, it's the right size. I mean,
Not for your fat fingers, but
hey, it sure looks like a ring to me. The PP is running
juice.
dry, but see if I got enough. That's gotta be a ring, albeit a cheap one. But you know, when you're out here in these home sites, it seems like these people didn't have a lot of money.
So it's not Gucci?
Yeah, I don't think it's Gucci. It's very light. I mean, there's no question that's a ring. It's you know, you can see it's even kind of rounded. It's not like it's just a piece of a pipe or something. It's too well formed. Cleans off real nice. It's got a, oh wow, it's been sized, I'd say. You see that?
Oh.
Yeah. So this is actually ring number 2 on this property.
They're all blinged up.
Yeah.
But I pity the fool.
I don't think it has a back mark, but you might be able to see it before me. Spin it around here. It's pretty cool that you can see where it's been resized. I like that. So the other one was like this. It was copper or brass.
Well, it
But
turns out there's some interesting history to these rings. I was able to clean up the first one well enough that with a digital microscope I could see a back mark that says 18K and also little flecks of gold plating remaining. So 18K means 75% pure gold. Well, clearly neither of these are anywhere near that. So were they counterfeit? Were these people being cheated? It seems very
yeah, it wasn't
likely.
quite that precise. So that's cool, man. A ring.
Awesome.
All right, guys, just want to do a real quick wrap up. Fun hunt, obviously a lot of work. You can see all the trash, a lot of large iron. Let me go through the relics real quick. This is that piece cleaned up. Still don't know what it is, but it's interesting looking. Looks to be hand forged. The toe tap cleaned up. It's definitely a toe tap. Oftentimes there's a patent mark right there, but this one does not have one. So, but it is old. That piece that is still unidentified, if the holes weren't so big, I'd say it was a salt shaker. Also unidentified. If I had to guess, I'd say part of a lantern, but I really don't know. If you do, please give me a comment. This is definitely part of a lantern. I don't know what kind with this round hole, but I was able to get the maker off the side there, and I'll put that up there on the screen. And then, of course, 2 rings. Very excited to find those. I enjoyed the hunt very much, and we'll see you at the next one, guys.
Finally got a good signal, guys.